JLS Studios presents Urban Stories, What Remains of a Man. Chapter 2, Building Bliss. What started at the photo booth turned ritual. Late texts, random link-ups between classes. Marcus ducking out of media theory, cutting across campus just to walk her from O'Connor Hall to her dorm. They weren't official, not by name, but the gravity was there, pulling them closer. Bliss. She was still water, monsters swimming just beneath. Intellectual, sensual, playful, yet always withholding. She'd smoke clove cigarettes on her dorm rooftop, reading Baldwin aloud like scripture. Sometimes she'd break mid-song, eyes wet, voice gone, and refuse to say why. But when she opened to him, it was a flood. Nights stretched long, her room a cocoon of low light and incense, where sheets twisted and the world outside dissolved. She'd pull him close by the collar, her breath hot, her lips tasting of cloves and wine. His hands mapped her body like territory he had to learn by touch. Hips, thighs, the curve of her back slick with sweat. They moved like they were teaching each other a language only they could speak. Her moans were verses, his gasps the chorus. Sometimes it was slow, her straddling him, rolling her hips with a rhythm that rewrote time. Other nights it was frantic. Clothes half off, his back against the wall, her nails digging crescents into his skin. After, they'd collapse into each other, limbs tangled, skin slick. She'd rest her head on his chest, whispering fragments of poetry, teasing him until he kissed her into silence. He'd write lines on her thigh with his fingertip, whispering beats in her ear until she laughed, until she begged him to stop, until she pulled him in again. They weren't just together. They were insatiable, addicted. Every night bled into morning. Every weekend claimed. When they weren't tangled in sheets, they were side by side at thrift shops, open mics, rooftop parties, the city itself bending around them like it belonged to their gravity. One night, in her room, soft lamplight, bass from someone else's playlist bleeding through the wall, Marcus traced the ink on her collarbone.
This is cute. What does it mean?
Slow down, Seabiscuit. It's not for you to know yet. In due time, good things come to those who wait.
He was gone. Marcus was enamored, writing verses with her cadence in mind, rebuilding beats to match the rhythm of her voice, letting her into his music, the only place he'd ever been untouchable. But cracks were starting to show. She rarely posted him, never brought him around her guy friends. Conversations ended too quick when he stepped in, screens tilted away, laughter a little too loud on the other side of her earbuds. One night, he asked, lightly, carefully,
Hey, who's that?
He's just a friend. Come on, Marcus. Don't be that guy.
But the pit didn't leave. It whispered at night, when the room was dark and her side of the bed was already cold. It stuck in his chest when she slid out early. No explanation. He told himself not to press, not to feed insecurity. But it wasn't insecurity gnawing at him. It was intuition.
Damn, I'm a sucker.
Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe.